Hey guys, Weather Expert here, bringing us our awesome video on the weather update, a tropical update on the latest on Ida, and the possibility of Gulf development, which I'll be getting into later. But let's start with Ida, guys. We are getting down into like crunch time to see what's going to go on with the system. It's way out in the Atlantic. It's not going to affect anyone, but it's just a nice storm to look at, just because of like experimental reasons. Really not experimenting. But you can see that this system right now, the sun's gone down, so you don't have really clear visible. But you can see that there's a lot of convection over here, and usually you have that beam look to it. Right here, it has that like little lima beam. It means it's strengthening. But guess what? The surface low pressure system of the circulation of Ida is all the way out here. It's really far away from convection. That's due to some westerly shear that's coming into the system, and there's an upper level low that you can see that what's happening is if you look at the shear graphic, you can see that even though there's this nice path of little to no shear, there's still shear that is impacting the system. And if we go back 3 hours and then forward 3 hours, we keep doing that. It moves it west, but there's still shear in the north to the west. There's a nice path, but this system is not doing well. And if this shear continues, there's really no point of watching it. But my main, it's still far out, but my main kind of concern is the Gulf of Mexico as we head into October. I'm going to show you this picture right now. This is a nice Proclam Areas weather, and it shows the October tropical origin. Usually the Cape Verde season starts to shut down. You might get one or two storms left, but with this season, I see it say 0 to one more. There's really one more storm or not anymore. We start, and usually if storms do come off, they usually head west, and then usually the hot spots are off the East Coast, Gulf of Mexico, Eastern Gulf of Mexico, and we get into the Caribbean. Caribbean's been dead. It's been dead the whole season, except for Erica coming along. But that's really nothing's originated in the Caribbean, and that's typical of an El Nino year because usually the shear is a lot more evident because it's close to the El Nino equatorial region. It's close to so you're gonna get more shear as you get in here. So really, all the storms have been going over here. They really been. We've had Fred that came along as a surprise hurricane to the Cape Verde Islands. Then we had, Danny, which snuck up, become a major hurricane over here, and then died over here. We had Erica, which was expected to move north, and if that happened, we could have had a big problem. But it went south, stayed weak, and then got killed literally over here. My point is, when you get towards October, things can heat up really. Things can heat up. Sandy, October storms like Tomas, Sandy, Rena. Rena, I mean like 2010. I mean like you get some pretty strong storms in October. And that's why, it's getting close to like, the end of the hurricane season. Don't say we're on the second half that it's going to start weakening. That's not going to happen. So let's go back to my internet and let's start heading towards the Caribbean. So far, nothing's going on. We have this upper level low, which is really moving to the west. And we have right here Ida, which is actually getting killed. That's a stupid iPad alerting of Facebook. Right now, we have no tropical waves. We got a little wave axis over here. We got storms over here, nothing really developing. The main concern is Alex region. Alex. If you guys don't remember what Alex was, it was a hurricane that came in June. Originated over here. Peace came off, and you got a huge explosion of thunderstorms with a nice circulation. But 2010 was not an El Nino year. It was a neutral to a La Nina year, which usually enhances tropical development in the Atlantic, suppresses in the Pacific. Today it's enhanced in the Pacific, of course, and it's suppression. But we still got some pretty good storms. But it's not really a fun, year for tropics. But you guys can see that there's nothing really going on over here. But over the next 3 to 5 days, I'm gonna be watching this area because models are starting to hint at something. And I'll show you guys that in a minute. But yeah, my point is, usually these storms over here can be usually they stay low and they don't really develop. But if something comes off, it can wind up over by Cancun and it goes across the Yucatan Peninsula. Boom, you're in the Gulf of Mexico. And if you have a favorable environment, it could pull another Alex and turn into a Category 2 hurricane. Not saying it's going to happen. Models don't have that. But just saying to keep your eye on the Gulf of Mexico. And models do show development. A lot of the models do. Let's go to that in particular one. Let's go to the GFS. Oh, whoops. Here it is currently. You can see there's really nothing going on. We go about, 3 or 4 days. We start seeing some more cloudiness, and we get this little piece over here. Nothing really goes on over here. We start getting this piece right here. This piece right here. This piece that came off of this right down here. Waters are pretty warm over here, guys. There's some really good heat potential over here. We get about 5 days out. We have a nice, little area of vorticity maximum. Not too much though. And then we get over 138 hours. You start getting over here. and you start seeing some surface low pressure system. You get 162, you get a nice, you get a nice low pressure system starting to develop. And we go to the surface, you guys can see that there's a pretty nice area of low pressure. We get about to 7.5 days out. We start seeing some green, which is indicated about 998 millibar pressure, and then we go to vorticity. We have this, and the problem is, look at this crap. I mean, here's low pressure right here, but look at this. There's a big ridge. I mean, if you have ridges like this, you get some nice favorable environment over here, but it's just getting too close. So just really don't pay attention to this so far. I mean, models are showing this, and then what it really does is it takes it into the Pensacola and kind of weakens it as it enters there, just because it's getting closer, and you can see this by the shear anomaly. It just keeps getting closer and closer to the system, and it ends up getting shear the crap out of it. Main point is October 1st, that's when it's going to start getting a little active as we get closer to home. Don't look too much out in the Eastern Atlantic. Really nothing will develop. And I'm going to look at one more model. I'm going to look at the European. Alright, so I'm going to talk about IDA and the system. The European has been picking up the system for a long time. And so we have this. And I don't know if this will happen. I think the European unit tends to overdo these systems. So I really don't think that this system is going to be a 995 millibar strong tropical storm as IDA, and then it starts just bottoming out and starts getting to a 959 millibar. I don't see that happening right now, but just pay attention. So here's saying we got some high pressures over here at 96 hours, 120. Got a little bit of lower pressures over here, and then we start getting a little bit, partly due to another tropical system over in the Pacific, giving us a little energy boost to the Gulf, and then we start getting over here, and a little bit of this piece. It doesn't show this. It actually shows energy from this region combining with the storm over here, and then we start getting into here, and it brings it over to Texaco. So the main point is to just not, even though it's October, almost October, don't keep looking out here, because you can see the systems are going to be shutting down soon. And we get over here, it kind of drives it into Texas as a, what is that? It drives it into Texas as a strong, as a moderate tropical storm, as you guys say. But yeah, guys, that's really my point of the video. I only have 4 tabs open, but it's just saying that you can get development over in October over in the Gulf of Mexico. So my main point is just pay attention to the Gulf of Mexico. Pay attention to my Twitter at Expert Weather. But yeah, guys, see you guys in the next video. Peace out, y'all.